I don't fuck with anyone that's putting their hands on kids or women, period.
He is taking time, forced time away from Barstool.
Fort Bend County officials confirmed that Beverley was arrested today on a felony charge of family violence assault, specifically impeding breath and circulation.
That was a couple of months ago. Let's get into it now.
My feelings towards Barstool.
I know y'all just leaving and headed to church and y'all remember the video that we did, so that's why that QR code is up there, because you just either pay tithes and offering or you on your way to pay tithes and offering. What better way to give back to your pastor in your church than playing free cash? Free money, get your 10% and you good to go. Happy Sunday to you all. Let's play free cash today and get you signed up. $5 on Nash as soon as you install the app on your phone. Let's go.
It came as a surprise a little bit, right? Actually shocked a little bit due to the fact that this show was the Pat Bev pod with Ron less than 6 months ago. So I get a call, right, through this whole process, right, this whole case process, right? I haven't been able to like really post anything with Barstool, you know, just until everything was over with. Dave has done a phenomenal job being communication-wise, right, allow me to still be with Barstool, but, you know, basically until I get my shit in order, you feel me, like, come back when you're not hot type of vibes, and I understood it. So now that, you know, everything has been, you know, the truth came out and everything is over with, I'll call Dave, like, okay, cool. It's time to get back on the pod. Like, what's up? You feel me? And Dave say, have you talked to the guys? And I'm like, okay. I don't know why I got to talk to them, but all right. I hit the group chat. Mind you, through this whole time, right? And I don't want to harp too much on this, but through this whole time, like, I ain't heard a word from Ron. Right? Not one word. Not, is you okay? Is family okay? Is mom okay? Is sister okay? Not a word. Right? And I'm an emotional type of dude, so y'all let me know if I'm in my feelings or not. So Christmas come, and I know I'm gonna get a, Merry Christmas from him. And you feel me? I wait, and I don't get. And I hit him like, yo, Merry Christmas. Like, hope the fam is well. You know, he hit me back like, oh man, was caught up with the family. Yeah, hope all is well. Mind you, I haven't talked to Ron on the phone since this situation has happened. Not one time. You talking about this, like, me and Ron go deep. Like, you feel me? Like, I was there when his kids got baptized, so like, excuse me if I feel some type of way, right? Not from Barstool, just from the homie. This was the Pat Bev and Ron. We got 278,000 subscribers together. We got a YouTube plaque together. You feel me? So like, this is my dog. Like, I thought, like, you feel me? This is my dog. So I hit the group like, yo, I'm back, boys. I'm ready to work. You feel me? Like,
have y'all ever heard the phrase or phrases, the writings on the wall, or pay attention to your surroundings? When Pat Bev said essentially, yo, I didn't even know him, you know what I'm saying, this whole type of ordeal, y'all got close through what? Through business. So what makes sense, what separates you is business. Just want to throw that out there real quick. If anybody is confused about what's going on, remember, Pat Bev had beat his charges. Charges were dropped. So when charges are dropped, you would assume all is well. We done made it to heaven by going through hell. So he was forced off of the podcast in which he helped build. Now, notice how it's only going towards Ron and not the other host, aka White Chocolate J. Will. It's very important. Let's get on with the rest of this. Roll it.
Man, stuff is past, man. Y'all been holding down. I'm ready to get back to work. Ron reached out to me, man. I know you glad this is over, this. I'm like, all right, it's okay. When do we start? And then they go quiet. And I'm like, they like, have you talked to anybody? I'm like, talk to anybody? Like, I talked to Dave. Dave say, have I talked to y'all? I talked to y'all. Y'all tell me, have I talked to somebody else? So me and Dave get on the phone. And And Dave, shout out to Dave too, man. Solid dude since day one. Like from him finding me into where I am right now, media wise, he's been a phenomenal, right? I talked to Dave, and Dave hit me like, yeah, the guys wanted me to reach out and tell you that they want to keep going how the pod is now. You've been gone for 3 months, and they want to, just keep that going right now. And I'm like, what guys? Like, what guys are you talking about? Like, he's like, the guys from the pod. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, why hasn't, you feel me? I'm talking about producers. Like, I'm talking about I got people who produce the show currently. I had them sleeping on my couch in my house, bought them beds, have my chef cook them meals. Like, I still ain't heard from them. Like, excuse me if I feel some type of way, y'all. Excuse me. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong. You feel me? I'm wrong a lot. But I'm a real dude. So y'all let me know if I'm wrong or not for feeling this type of way. I say, Dave, why are you telling me this? Like, why ain't nobody from the pod like telling me this? Yeah, they told me to reach out to you. Right. And I'm like, okay, so what you saying? Like, what you saying? I'm just saying that
That's what the boss is supposed to do. The employees don't fire employees. That's what the bosses do. It's clear. What happened is a meeting was had and held where Patrick Beverley was the discussion and subject of coming back. The issue, however, is what he's not saying. And I already kind of told y'all, so I'm pointing it out, boys and girls. We are not hearing about one particular person, White Chocolate, for a reason. And I'm going to explain why that reason is. Let's finish this all the way out. Let's go.
guys don't want you on the pod. I'm like, but we was just doing numbies on the pod, right? We was, me, J. Will, Wrong, first episode, 119,000, second episode, 94,000. Like, you feel me? Like, we've been doing numbies. Like, I say, all right, cool, right? Cool. And Dave we chop it off about 30 minutes, right? We hang up. I hit Wrong, text him. Like, damn, dog, like, you could have warned me about the bullet I was about to get, right? I thought we was friends, right? I thought we was, you feel me? Like, but regardless, it's always love. Wrong. You know the vibes. Like, you know the vibes. You feel me? Like, you Brody, to me still, right? Like, you know the vibes. Wrong hit me back like, yeah, man, I just found out 15 minutes ago before you talked to Dave. Like, I guess they made a business decision. So I'm really confused right now, right? I'm really confused. If we live in a place where it's innocent until proven guilty and I'm innocent, I don't understand why, like, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not with on the pod right now on Hooping and Hollering. But it's no, let me get this clear so everybody understands. There's no beef, no shade, no anything. I just know, like, I'm gonna get asked this question, so I'm gonna just answer it right off the top. Like, this is what was told to me, right? Even though we have a contract, right? I don't know if you feel me. If I didn't like a teammate, I just couldn't stop working with the teammate because I didn't like the teammate. Again, that's not how it works contractual wise. So, yeah, man, we just trying to find a way to kind of navigate through all this right now. So that's the vibes with the pod and Hooping and Hollering. And it's no beef. Like, Wrong, I tell Wrong, like, come on, dog, like, you already know the vibes with me. It ain't never no beef. You feel me? Like, what you mean? It was Pat Bev, pod with Wrong. What you mean? Like, it could never be beef, So, like, shout out to those guys. It's always love. Y'all subscribe to those guys.
Y'all want to know when the podcast took off? It was with the introduction of J. Will, aka White Chocolate. Jason Williams, number 55. And I tell y'all this because of what actually is really going on. They believe the chemistry that they have is the best chemistry. I want y'all to take a look at comments that were said 3 months ago in the midst of Patrick Beverley getting dropped and see where the adoration and the love actually goes. As long as Jay Will is on a pod, I'm listening. I like the dynamic with Pat, but I really stay for Jay Will. It could be Jay Will by himself talking, and I'd still lock in. Jay Will is a breath of fresh air in the stale podcast scene. Jay Will is blasted into space this episode. So glad this show is back. Breath of fresh air, not having Pat Bev around. I do miss Pat, but Jay Will was born to podcast. The most entertaining, fresh voice in media, in my opinion, as of late. Getting Jay Will is proven to be a very timely move. Clutch. The way Jay Will says, Shawty and you, hell yeah, showing 520 some love. My two favorite B-ball podcasts. Then they say get C-Web as a guest. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. So there you go. That's it. They believe that, meaning Barstool didn't have the balls to tell you, they believe Jay Will is a better lead and a better person at this. Not saying he's a better person in general than Patrick Beverley, but the belief system is you were supposed to be the star player. Ron is charismatic. He's funny as hell. He can introduce the questions certain ways. Jordan can do it the same way, but that's not what they are seeing. They're saying, here's the superstar right here. Without Patrick Beverley, we've been building right here. Now, the numbers tend to climb between 5,000 views to 60,000 views. It teeters, but it doesn't really matter because they have sponsors, right? But here's the best part about it all. Patrick Beverley couldn't address it, and he wouldn't address it. He's handling it the right way. You give admiration towards the boss because Dave Portnoy can put Patrick Beverley in his own thing. Dave Portnoy can basically build or help build Patrick Beverley his own thing. So you can't diss him because that's the person that you should take your gripes towards. Hey, this your shit. Forget what Ron talking about. Yeah, you put us together, but this is your shit. Yours. So how can I sit up here and say this, my homie and all this, and it wasn't built organically? Had it been, and I'll give it to y'all, right? Say you had a homeboy, right? Or homegirl, ladies, I know. And y'all come in as a team, start a podcast, something happens with your friend that leads you to go, damn, all right, this might not be good. But in the midst of this, before this even happens, you get somebody else who you're in synchronization with, who's bringing star power with them, has great talking points, and now your friend that you have gets in trouble, and this person who's been a breath of fresh air and making y'all go up, 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 up. Now we're looking at him and them and we're going, shit. Your homie has to take a break because some legal stuff that sounds horrific. You beat on a kid allegedly. Now charges were dropped. And you gone for 3 months. You and this new superstar, y'all been building in tandem and y'all good to go. You gonna sit here and tell me that, bruh, that selfish decision that person made, whether it was right or wrong, it technically was right, but you had to think about others? Bruh, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think y'all would sit here and be too upset. Plus, let's be honest, right? Cha-ching, cha-ching. We go from splitting the pie maybe 6 ways. 6 to now 5. 6, Nash? Can you explain the 6? Yeah. Jordan, Jay Will, Pat Bev, Ron, Barstool Sports, and production team. We get rid of Pat Bev. Now we take that to 20% for everybody. Do I know the specificity and how it works out money-wise? I don't. But it ain't going to take a rocket scientist to figure this out either. End of the day, they made a business decision. The best thing that Patrick Beverley can do is what he's doing now. Build your value. Show them how they can't do it, quote unquote, without you. Or show them how valuable you are to make everything else boost them up. You're taking a gamble, sure. But what the hell do you got to lose? I don't see it as snakish, but I can understand if you say it is. I don't see it as disloyal because they didn't come in together. They were thrown together and made it work. Now, some of you will say, well, Nash, that doesn't matter because they built. And Pat Bev said he had people on the production team who slept on his bed and all this stuff. We don't know what the hell the production team said in the back. But the production team is not the talent. Their job is to produce. Now, if they say we can produce without you, I'm pretty sure they're going on from months while you were in trouble. What would have happened if the podcast would have died off because Pat Bev left? They would have looked at that like, bro, why didn't we try to survive without him? Now, do I believe that he should be able to come back and sit back and all this stuff and everything? Hell yeah. But I believe his initial thing that he should have did was letters of apology specifically to every individual for putting them in that situation that forced them to speak on things that they had no knowledge of, even though he explained it to them. You had to take some level of responsibility. It doesn't matter that he was found innocent. None of that matters. What actually matters is how he goes about it. Now, I'll be curious as to what you guys think, because that's what's the most important part about this channel, is your thoughts and your commentary off of the things that we produce to you. Do you believe that Patrick Beverley should be given a chance, or do you believe business is business, and just like when people die, it still keeps going on? Or do you have a different belief that nobody else can see? Y'all let me know. Visionaries, what up? 23K away from giving these two things away. Easy explanation. The moment that you comment on a video, comment on every other video after that. That's how you get entered to win. I get to see when y'all specifically join the channel and when y'all started to actually comment. So comment on every video, like every video, share every video. It helps the channel grow in tremendous ways that y'all don't even know. But other than that, man, it is what it is. What's the video that we have? Can't even think of it right now. I'm getting too old. But click right here to keep up with Takeoff's murder, which kind of throwing me off that people don't really give a damn anymore. I don't know why. But click right here to give a damn. And click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one. Happy Sunday.